Teso Dos Bichos is an X-Files episode in which Mulder and Scully get their asses totally rolled by Firestar and his gang of feral warrior cats for daring to set foot on ThunderClan territory. But first, the cold open. After the credits, we meet Dr. Lonnie Belak. Dr. Lonnie Belak is on an archaeological dig in Peru with his buddy, Dr. Roosevelt. Dr. Roosevelt wants to, quote, rescue the skeleton of an Amaru shaman. Rescue, if you don't know, is entitled nasty white man slang for appropriating the things of native peoples and stealing the shit out of their land. Dr. Belak is peer pressured into turning into a werecat, and he breaks into Dr. Roosevelt's tent and mauls him to death. I love it when people on the X-Files get mauled to death, because you can always tell it's just a mannequin with their arms raised to embrace the holy were creature. And given the turn this episode takes, it kind of makes sense in this context. After the credits, we're introduced to Asa, the security guard, who is also the water treatment facilitator in the episode The Hose. Oh, hey, Asa! Glad to see you're doing well, buddy. Glad to see the fluke man didn't kill you after all. We're also introduced to Mona, an intern who's also working to excavate the Amaru skeleton. Mona is secretly in love with Dr. Belak because once you go cat, you can't go back. Mona has gotten that taste of werecat lovin', and she's a lot like Belle in Beauty and the Beast after he turns back into Adam and you see the disappointment written all over her face is exactly how Mona is feeling about her boyfriend Lonnie. She wants him to be the werecat, make no mistake. Another person who wants their boyfriend to be a werecat? Scully. Scully has also learned of the charms of the werecat dick, and she also wants to partake. But no one is more excited about becoming a werecat than Fox Mulder himself, because once he got wind that he could drink something to turn him into a jaguar spirit, don't sit there and tell me he would not be pounding jaguar juice until tomorrow. So Scully and Mulder, who are very horned up to begin with, go and see Lonnie, who has also been pounding the jaguar juice, but it has gotten out of control for Lonnie because now he's going after the museum staff, also killing Dr. Horning, also working to excavate the Amaru urn. I'm starting to think that Lonnie might just be really, really horny, and when he takes his werecat version, his lust just gets out of control, and he just ends up killing the people he sets out to court, which is some kind of peak cryptid behavior, if you ask me. Other people who are being creeps is Mona's supervisor. Just look at him peeping at her, like the poster child for all peeping toms. Lonnie's telling Belak to keep it on the down low, because if he gets cuffed by the feds, she will not be getting the werecat dick. She goes to confront Lonnie at his home, and we get the best breakup line in television history. Forget Dallas. Forget Dynasty. Forget Friends. No, it's between Mona and Lonnie when she takes his bowl of elixir and says, "You're drinking, ya, hey?" and throws it across the room. Got a whole lot of love. Done, done. Got a whole lot of love. Done, done. After that night, Dr. Horning is dead. Scully tracks down Mona for a little let's talk shit about our himbos talk, and Mona goes back in, and Scully and Mona part ways to do what good little Virgos do, and stress work. I just love it when they stress research. Meanwhile, Mona hears something from the toilets. Oh no, her loyal dog Sugar accompanies her because Sugar is the only dog in the X-Files that kept it 100. The other X-Files dogs could care shit about their masters, but not Sugar. R.I.P. Sugar, we love you. Mona finds rats in the toilet and her reaction is hysterical. Like, literally, I piss my pants laughing at her reaction because her and Lonnie both share a love for screaming hysterically at their problems. But I just want to share this story about the one time I worked in this very old buildings and some squirrels climbed up through the drain pipes into the toilets and the toilet lid started shaking like it was the fucking Amityville horror. So I'm starting to think like the house in Amityville, you know, it probably just had a squirrel in the toilet problem. It probably wasn't a portal to hell or anything. Well, Mona finds out that there are rodents in the toilet, and it is also a portal to hell. But she and poor Sugar are killed for their trouble. Scully comes back where they find Dr. Belak cowering in the toilets. And then Scully goes full mom mode because any time drugs are in any way involved in any X-Files case, Scully goes full disapproving dare mom. So then Asa comes back, and at this point when I first watched this episode, when I was a 12-year-old baby, I thought Asa was the werecat because he is really the last man standing, or the last cat standing in this case. Scully forces Mulder to crawl down into the vents underneath the museum to search for the werecat because Scully just wants Mulder to perform for her in the way some female birds want their prospective mates to perform for them, to make sure that they are capable of fathering strong young. And I really think this is why Scully just puts Mulder into these very embarrassing and slightly dangerous situations. She just wants to make sure he's peak himbo material. So then all of ThunderClan shows up to roll Mulder and Scully's ass. And I'm starting to wonder if this is the time when Firestar and Greystripe led WindClan through the sewers to get back to their territory, and they just happened upon two American FBI agents and totally rolled their ass. Scully is attacked by a Rob Zombie movie reject. And we get the view of the werecat, which is only 9 Inch Nails video vision. And Mulder and Scully escape through a vent. And during season 1 and season 2, like, Scully is really flexing her I'm small enough to crawl through air vents side of her personality. As she's getting attacked by this werecat, she's like, damn it, I wanted to get eaten out and nailed by a werecat, but not in this way. So then Scully gets some pretty sick scars. Mulder is forever disappointed because he'll never get to be a jaguar spirit, and the Amaru urn is returned, and everyone is happy. Hooray!